Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, slightly more.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. I think the people at the back are talking much louder than you guys sitting in here. Okay. Good evening. After this lovely panel discussions, thanks Dr. Sahu for giving this opportunity. My name is Jitesh Chembil. I head the Channels and Alliances for Pure. Today, you've had series of presentation. You've heard from most of the OEMs. So I'm going to talk how Pure Storage is different from all others, right? So let me start my discussion with a simple statement saying a satisfied customer is the best business strategy for all. So with this, let me introduce my company. We are a 14-year-old young company. Last year we clocked $2.75 billion, and we have globally about 11,000 plus customers. We've been in the Gartner leadership quadrant for 10 consecutive years, right? 14-year-old young company and been in the leadership quadrant of Gartner for 10 consecutive years means a lot. And we have the highest net promoter score of 81.4. This is an audited figure. And globally we have, if you look at 58% of our global customers are from the Fortune 500. Having said that, let me give you some statistics. If you look at from the last 9 years, we've been gaining market share. We almost about, every year we've been gaining about 20% of market share from our competitors. So let me tell you how and why we are doing that. Why we are doing that is because we deliver outcomes. Now, let me give you an example. We consume the lowest amount of power and space. Our equipment actually consumes power which is less than the power consumed by your microwave oven at your house, right? In a 3U system, it consumes that less power. The other point which I want to make is it is 10x reliable. Because you have lesser amount of service visit, the system has a lot of automation and MI capabilities inbuilt so that it automatically dials out, and there is lesser amount of service engineer visits which is required. Second thing is we give almost about 50% lower TCO, and it's more reliable. We are more consistent from a product line perspective because we serve all the SAN, NAS, and content-based storage, every product line which we talk about. Now let's see how we're able to do it. Primarily, if you look at the future is DirectFlash, right? Gone are the days of the disk. I'll tell you how. Because the industry is today talking about flash. That's where the difference is, right? We do only flash and 100% NVMe. How do you make it? Because if you look at, we started with disk, then came the SSDs that was slightly better, and today we have the flash drives, right? Having said that, you see the clear growth here. We are almost having a 3-year edge compared to the SSDs which are there in the market and the disk. So we have a clear prediction here, if you see, with the 3-year prediction here, that by 2028, all these disks will go end of life, right? So that is where you have a clear leverage with Pure Storage. Now, why we are able to do so is primarily because of our operating system, which we built in, which is our Purity operating system, and plus the DirectFlash module which we have, right? This brings in the power. Now, when we talk about this kind of infrastructure getting built, whether it is a scale-up model, we have solutions on that. Whether it's a scale-out model, we have solutions on that. And if it is cloud, we have solutions available. So we have the same operating system which can move data into cloud as well as on the on-premise system. And the best part is all these systems are managed by a single window pane called as Pure One. It's a cloud-based management tool. We also have a solution. We acquired a company called Portworx in June 2020. Now what it does is it can move data across clouds, whether it's AWS, Azure, or any custom-built cloud. We're using Red Hat OpenShift or VMware Tanzu. you can do migration, you can do replication, you can do a lot of things with that. And we also have an evergreen model. This is our business model, how we can actually sell this out to the customer. I'll deal with this in a moment. What is evergreen? When we look at most of our competitors, right, everybody is trying to do forklift upgrade. So it is like a maintenance mania which is going on, right? Any product you sell, you buy a system, after 3 years, the product gets end of life, there's a new technology comes in. So there is no roadmap from going from one product to another product, right? When you talk about Pure, there is absolutely no end of life for a product. So what we do is, when you buy a system, every 3 years we ship a controller free of cost to the customer. Automatically gets upgraded to the next level, to the next level, and to the next level. So technically there is no end of life. That is why we call it evergreen. We also have a cloud operating model. When you say we bring in the flexibility of cloud, we give the manageability and also the consumption model available, right? So this is where we can give solutions on-premise as well as on cloud. So why Pure, right? What are the clear advantages which you have? You've seen that because of the DirectFlash management which you have, we bring in efficiency, reliability, and longevity, right? Because we manufacture everything ourselves. There is no third-party outsource which we do. All are manufactured at our Houston facility. They are highly consistent portfolio, whether because the operating system belongs to us, the DirectFlash module belongs to us, the management tool is also developed by us. And I have also talked about the evergreen life cycle, right? So there is no product obsolescence, and it's non-disruptive. There are customers, during the peak hours, they can pull a controller in and put a new controller in, right? Nothing happens to their data. So that's it's never disruptive. And from a cloud operating model, so if you are an AWS customer or a Azure customer, you can just go to the AWS site and just download the Cloud Block Store, and you can move data from on-premise to cloud. So that's the beauty of the system. So this is the fact which I was talking about. 14-year-old company, we've been in the leadership quadrant of Gartner for almost 10 consecutive years, right? You see Pure Storage right on top. This is the latest Gartner report which has come out. So from a partner perspective, so we go with a mission, we are 100% partners. We don't do anything direct. We saw a lot of panel discussion on how to protect partners. With Pure, we only do business with partners. We don't do anything direct. So our biggest motto is 100% partner strategy. As I said, we don't do anything direct. Our portfolio expansion, we have all products, whether it is file, block, or object, and also you have customer for life because the evergreen architecture. There is no obsolescence for the product. So what are the conversations today in the field, right? Everybody talks about cost. Every customer you go to, they talk about the cost going up, maintaining the systems are going up, consumption models they talk about, because the COVID taught us, right? You need to have data available, it should be usable and things like that. And the other thing which is talk of the town is containerization, right? Because of Kubernetes coming in, people want to put their databases on Kubernetes kind of technology. So that is where the world is moving in. And also climate change. Everybody talks about ESG, right? Today we talk about 80% of energy consumptions, reductions in our Pure Storage, because that's why we are able to give guarantees on the cloud. On the cloud, we give guarantees saying that this is what the power consumption is. In case if the consumption goes up, we pay the bills for the customer, right, on the cloud environment. So that is where Pure has ascertained and gives you that kind of confidence. So what are our strategic priorities from a partner perspective, right? We talk about accelerating channel-led growth, which is primarily getting new businesses, net new logos, which partners are interested. There are incentives programs for partners. The second priority is to build in a lot of MSPs, because we feel that MSPs are the gateways to our new technologies, because they are providing solutions to the customers. So we have a program for MSPs. The third priority which we have is introduction of customer segmentation, because to avoid clashes in the market, we have customer segmentation, whether it is manufacturing, whether it's very verticalized wise, the customer segmentation, we do that, and there are specific incentive programs for that. And the fourth thing which we do is we want to improve partner efficiency on how the partner performs, what is the kind of skill set they need to build in, whether it is implementation, whether it is migration skill set. All these things are provided to partner so that we can bring out a partner experience. With this, I would like to conclude saying that why Pure, right? Because we've been in the leadership quadrant of Gartner for almost 10 years. So we have a technology leadership. We have evergreen model, right? There is no obsolescence for the customer, whether customer wants to buy it upfront, on OpEx, or on CapEx, or on cloud is available. And we have an excellent customer service with 81.4 NPS, right? So that concludes my presentation. I'm dot on time. I've got 3 minutes left. So any questions?